We are given an array of integers representing the amount of money present in the house, and we need to rob the maximum amount of money from these houses such that we do not rob from two adjacent houses. Let's look at some examples. If there is only one house, then we can rob whatever amount of money is present in that house. If there are two houses, then we can only rob one among the two houses, because we cannot rob from two adjacent houses. Therefore, we will choose the house with maximum amount of money. Now, if there are three houses, to decide whether we need to rob the third house or not, we must look at the previous two houses. That is, if the second house has more money than the first and third house combined together, then we can rob the second house. Else we will be robbing the first and third houses. So if there are three or more houses, what's happening is, to decide whether we need to choose the current house or not, we need to look at the previous two houses. That is, we need to look at the previous results. Or we can say that there is a repeating overlapping subproblem. Therefore, this problem is a good candidate for dynamic programming. So now let's look at how to solve this problem when there are three or more houses with an example. We know that if there is only one house, we will rob that house. Now let's consider two houses. We will rob the maximum among the two, which is 7 in this case. Now let's consider three houses. Here, if we are robbing the third house, we can also rob the first house, which will give a total money of 16. If we are not robbing the third house, then the best amount of money we can have till the second house is 7. Since 16 is greater than 7, we will rob the first and third houses. Now let's consider the next three houses. Here, if we are robbing the third house, then we can include the maximum amount of money we had robbed till the first house, which will give a total money of 10. If we are not robbing the third house, then the best amount of money we can have till the second house is 16. Since 16 is greater than 10, we will rob the second house alone. Now let's consider the next three houses. Here, if we are robbing the third house, then we can include the maximum amount of money we had robbed till the first house, which will give a total money of 17. If we are not robbing the third house, then the best amount of money we can have till the second house is 16. Since 17 is greater than 16, we will rob the first and third houses. So at the end, we have a total maximum money of 17. Now let's code the solution. We will store the length of the array in this variable. If there is only one element in the array, we don't have to do anything. We can simply return that amount. To solve this using dynamic programming, we will create a new array of same size, initially filled with zeros. We know that when there is one house, we will rob that house. When there are two houses, we will rob the maximum of the two houses. Now we will handle three houses at once using a for loop. Here, if we are robbing the current house or the third house, then we can also add the total amount we got till the first house. Else we can rob the second house alone. Among these two, we will be choosing the maximum amount. In the end, we will be returning the total amount of money we got after visiting the last house. Let's try running the program. It's working. See you in the next video.